What can you believe when your emotions are getting the best of you? Putting you in an awkward stage of your mind. You're gonna end up picking up. What can you end up believing when emotions are getting the best of you and it's putting you in the dark? You don't even know what you're supposed to end up believing or trusting in anymore. You can end up understanding, you end up having everyone around you and they're super blessed, and you're going to end up understanding you wish you had everything else. You don't even know what you have in store until you end up putting them on. You can end up teaching your mind that this is the correct way. But the emotions are going to get the best of you even though you're going to end up knowing. When you're locked up in your mind, when you're locked up in your mind and you don't even know, all you want to do is end up picking it up. You want to end up trying to end up believing and trusting in what God says, but what can you do? I know that deep inside I want to end up having these emotions go away, but you never know. What can you end up doing? Even if I was gone, I wouldn't even end up having these. I know these emotions are gonna end up just getting the best of me. It's gonna put me in the darker place. I can end up telling you if not, it's gonna put me in the place that I don't want to end up going back. I know that I want to end up going back and I'm trying to end up getting out of this fire. I know that these emotions are going to get the best, but what can you do? I know all I want to do is try to end up picking it up. I want to end up doing it up. Can you end up figuring it? This is going to end up getting the best, but what can I do? I know these emotions are getting the best, but what can you believe when you don't even know? Everyone around you is telling you to end up believing in what God says, but then you ended up getting a different way. You ended up telling the people that you're going to end up going back to the way. It's going to end up changing your mind, but your ways are going to end up being the same, right? But your emotions are going to get the best of you. Now you're going to end up going into the darker place of your mind. What can you end up doing? And everyone around you is speaking it. They're just blah, blah, blah. You don't even know. They're just going to end up understanding, or you wish you could end up changing, but you don't even know. The emotions are going to get the best, so you might as well try to end up picking up your life for today. I want to end up picking this up today. Can you end up going? I don't want to end up being at the end of the road knowing that I've done nothing in my life. I want to end up trying to end up doing the best, but I don't even know. My wife is going to end up picking me up. I want to end up working for my kids, but I don't even know. I finally ended up finding something to breathe for. I know that there's a reason I do this. I do it for the people that are going to end up being younger than me, and we're going to end up changing the world. But no matter what, even if you ended up going and you ended up starting at a young age, you can end up picking it up now. What can you end up doing if you're going to end up sitting in the dark, but you don't even know? You want to end up changing your ways, and everyone around you is end up changing your ways. They're going to tell you what to believe, but one day you're going to have to end up sticking for yourself. You don't even know, but it's going to be between you and God, no matter what you're going to end up saying. I want to end up trying to end up loving you, but what can I say? I know that I'm lost in my mind, and I know that I go to the darkest place in my mind. I want to end up picking it up. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do deep inside when I get in trouble with the law. I don't even know if I'm getting in trouble with the law or if I'm just getting in trouble with the ghosts. I know these ghosts are going to end up trying to end up taking me over, but what can I say? I know that I'm scared, but I don't want to end up sitting here alone. I want to end up trying to end up making it out of the light. I want to make it back into the light, and I don't even know, but I'm changing my ways. Can you end up picking this up? I want to end up trying to do something better for my life. I know that that's what mom and dad would want me to process, but this wind keeps coming. So how can you end up moving? I know the wind's gonna end up calling you, but you don't even know. Someone is calling you up by a daily. Yeah, someone is calling you daily, but you don't know. All can you end up doing is trying to end up letting it go.